Hello everyone, are you looking for a potential spring king to add to your collection? How about a cologne that smells fresh out of the shower after every time you spray this on? Or if you're looking for a cologne that I feel is the most underrated cologne of pretty much all time, at least in my top 5 underrated colognes, this would be it. So the cologne I'm talking about today is by Alexandria Fragrances, and it's called Jack. And what Jack is replicating is Creed's Vetiver. So the main notes I get in this one, I get bergamot, white musk, sandalwood, and of course the explosion of vetiver. So that is a major player in this one, is the vetiver. And the sandalwood is probably the second one I get the most from, with bergamot. And then it lists mandarin orange as a note, but I don't get that one really at all. So I don't really find it as a citrus cologne, but I do get the vetiver for the most part. So price, performance, and projection in comparison to the actual Creed vetiver. So price on this one, it runs you about $62.99 for the 1.8 ounce bottle. Now compare that to Creed's vetiver, which is about $300. You do save a ton of money. So performance and projection, those are the two categories that matter to me the most when I'm wearing colognes. The performance on this one, overall, I get about 7 to 8 hours. When I compare that to the regular Creed vetiver, I then get 3 to 4. So I did spray this in my local Nordstrom side by side together, and I pretty much got the same exact vibe, except this one actually performed better, and actually the projection on this one is about 2 hours, I would say, as opposed to the Creed vetiver, where I get, like, you know, an hour or so, but this one, it definitely has a little bit more staying power. And in fact, I smell it on me almost all the time because I spray my neck. So I do get whiffs of it in the air for like 4 to 5 hours. So to me, I'm thinking it's kind of loud. So I will say for a fresh cologne, it does push out a little bit more than normal fresh colognes would. So occasion on season to wear this in. So the season I think this shines the best in is obviously spring, followed by summer. It's just like when I spray this on like a nice spring day, I feel like I'm rolling in the grass, green field. That's what it smells like to me. This smells very refreshing and just like spring. So spring and then followed by summer, those are the best seasons to wear this in. But I also feel this is like an all season type of cologne you can wear, and that leads into my occasion. I feel you wear this for the two that works out the best to me is casual and work. So that's why I think if you wear it for work, this is an all-around season work fragrance. It's not offensive, very safe cologne. This smells like a very soapy fragrance, similar to Prada L'Homme and Mugler cologne, just fresh, soapy, and safe. So you can't go wrong there. And then the occasions, I would say, where it shines the least, probably would say dating, because I just have so much better fragrances. If I'm trying to impress someone, I wouldn't wear this on a date. But you could wear this for like a formal event, but I would say more for like a daytime formal event. You know, not really a nighttime. It's not really a seductive cologne. You might, so this is a compliment getter, but it's not like a seductive compliment getter. So you'll just smell nice and fresh. So now that leads me to my final rating. On my final rating on this, I give it an 8 out of 10. So it gets 8 out of 10 because it definitely did 100% good job of replicating the Creed vetiver feel, smell, and actually outperformed it too. Outprojected it. And also the price was better. So cleaned up there. It is a little bit on the generic side, so it does lose points for that. But also, since it's generic, it does smell like, you know, a cologne you probably smelled before without realizing it, because it is on the generic side. And also, I'll take off versatility. So, like I said earlier, I would just wear it for like a casual work scent. Now, that could be pricey for a casual work scent, which is the $62.99 listed. But you will smell elegant as a formal event. So I really like it. I think it's fresh and clean, very supple cologne. I like it a lot. The only negative, again, it is generic. So there's a trade-off there. But overall, high marks, highly recommend it. I think it's for me, I think it's one of the most underrated colognes, and I just can't believe Creed doesn't talk about this cologne as much as it does as Green Irish Tweed, obviously Creed Aventus or Aventus Cologne, or even Creed Virgin Island Water. I hear those ones way more than I hear about Creed Vetiver. In fact, I don't hear about this one at all. So let me know what you guys think about this cologne, Creed Vetiver, or if you actually smelled Alexandria Furnace's Jack, which I highly recommend. Let me know how you feel down below. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Please remember to like and subscribe to the video. And remember, guys, to always stay fresh.